Welcome back to Views with Hughes or Jennifer News. This is Jerome Hughes, and if you haven't done so already, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. So now we see here something that's been discussed for about a few days now, where BlackRock CEO Larry Fink has responded to the ESG backlash that him and his company has been receiving. Okay, so remember, he's been receiving these backlashes because of the fact that his firm owns a number of companies, including Walt Disney Company, that promotes the ESG initiatives. So the CEO, he's been advocating for responsible environmental, social, and governance practices and evaluating companies for several years. But now he's trying to avoid the term ESG, been using it as he believes it's been politically exploited by both extreme ends of the spectrum. So those who are on the far left, as well as those who are on the far right. Now, his efforts to address climate change, as well as various ESG issues in his annual letters to investors, have faced lots of criticism from both the far left and the far right. Now, some who are on the right accused him of woke capitalism, while there are those who are on the far left said that him and his firm has never been going far enough to divest from using oil as well as gas investments, like crude oil, for example. Now, BlackRock has also faced public protests as well as state officials' attempts to withdraw pension money due to its ESG stance. Now, this company is also known to put out there the whole ESG message, but they're not genuinely doing it where they don't really care about it. They just want to make money. And they're using this as some sort of scheme to go ahead and make more money. So that's when their hypocrisy has been revealed by many people. Now, Fink insists that his letters were not intended as political statements, but instead as a way to go ahead and highlight long-term issues to investors, which he believes the term ESG has been politicized and weaponized. A sentiment echoed by those who are standing against ESG. Now, there's been political pressure around ESG issues that's expected to intensify and get worse with the surge in an anti-ESG proposals from conservative-leaning shareholders in recent years. Not just conservative-leaning shareholders, but also those who are on the far left, because of the fact that a number of companies and firms, including BlackRock, are not genuinely going ahead and taking a stance for ESG. But now we're also seeing that many consumers are not buying into this ESG, which is giving rise to woke culture in Hollywood, where they're using their wallets to make their votes and make their voices known. Okay, so we got a number of companies, not only with Disney being affected by it, but we also got places like CNN, Fox News, as well as places like Target and companies like Bud Light, owned by Anheuser-Busch InBev. Okay, so with that being said, political pressure around ESG issues is intensifying or going to intensify even worse, and the rejection of certain pro-ESG measures such as disclosure of requirements related to certain issues such as abortion rights has also been observed in shareholder votes. So now we see here that even BlackRock is losing money in companies that they've invested in because of the fact that the companies that's putting out there the woke content, they're not getting much more money in return because of the simple fact that the public out there, who are the consumers, are simply not buying into it. Okay, they want content and things that of that nature that are apolitical, that's not politicized, because of the fact that, like I've said many times before, they don't want their escapisms or any myths to go ahead out there and have some sort of political message. Okay, because if they want something that has a political message, they'll go ahead and listen to politicians, activists, so on and so forth. They don't even like the news that's being put out there. Now, CNN is the exception due to the fact that there are those who are working there who are still employed by CNN that are still politically biased, okay? Which led to issues with Chris Licht, who was the CEO, who was then fired by David Zaslav, who's the CEO of Warner Brothers Discovery. Okay, so now we see here that BlackRock, they put out the money to invest in these companies, which are through loans as well, which I've heard. And since these companies are not bringing back any money in return, these firms such as BlackRock, well, they're not going to get any money back in return where they're going to be able, they will be able to pay off these loans. Okay. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Also, be sure to let me know what went wrong in the video. If you have any additional thoughts to touch upon this, let me know about those as well in the comments below. If you enjoy what I shared in the video, go ahead and smash the like button, share far wide across social media. And if you have done so already and you enjoyed all the content I put out there, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Until then, peace.